Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tayana Rimathea. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everybody. I am so excited to go into the month of October with my new life, my new chapter, my new everything. Um, this has been quite an adventure for me and my family. Give me that. Give me that. Thank you. And I'm going to do a reading like I always do for the collective. And we're going to find out what Egyptian god or goddess or energies you're going to be working with for the month of October. Hello, Mexico Gangsta. Hi, Dana. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and do a small prayer. Bring in the guardians, bring in the elements, bring in the universal sovereign, and we can get right into this thing, okay? I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the high, which is Yatevah, who will give me the energetic reading for the collective and for you in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. I call upon your higher selves, your angels, your guide. And so it is. Ashe. Amber, I know. I already know. Okay, let's see. For the month of October, what energies and frequencies in ancient Egypt are you going to be working with? All right. I highly suggest that you guys get your own personal reading for the month of October because, as you know, this is for the collective, which means that this is general. Okay. It may apply to you, it may not. Can you come and get the seven? These cards that just fell, please and thank you. Right there. I think it's, yep. I was about to say, I think it's about three. Get that too. That medicine, that definition. Oh my God, you guys. We only have officially right now 3 more months left. October, November, December. And this year will be complete. Finish. Okay. All right. So, ooh, so listen. Oh my God. I did not know this was going to be a twin flame soulmate higher level soulmate reading. But you're going to be working with Horus Barak. Okay. And this is the god of sacred unions. For the month of October, there are going to be many of you. When I say many, I do mean many of you that are going to be in your 144,000 frequency. Okay. It is a month of union for you. I'm going to read this. I'm compelled to read this. Let me get the reading for you. Welcome, everyone. Please don't forget to smash that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. It helps with the algorithms. And I do want to tell you guys, I am very appreciative, grateful, and thankful for you guys hitting the like button and sharing my videos. I had 86 people share my video this month. I had 56 comments. I'm very grateful for the participation because that helps me tremendously. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you again. We already have 3 likes. I just need one more like, please, and thank you. You guys are doing so good. Like, you just do not, I cannot even stress it enough how imperative it is that you do this. All right, so I'm almost there, y'all. I am excited to be working with some of these gods and goddesses. I work with one, two, three, four, five, six gods and goddesses from the ancient Egyptian pantheon. It's 11:11, you guys, where I am. 11:11 on the clock. So I'm going to take this moment to pause and meditate on what it is that I want to bring in for the month of October. Awesome. Thank you guys for that moment of silence. Whenever you see 11:11 on the clock, just to give you some spiritual alchemy, it is best that you get silent and focus on what you want, because whatever you are thinking about at the hour of 11:11, whether it's in a day or whether it's at night, you're going to manifest it, and you're going to manifest it very fast. So always make sure that your thoughts are positive and that you're focused on only what you want and not what you don't want. I got so much ground to cover with you guys tonight. Um, I do have where I marked in this book to read about Horus Barak and the Sacred Union. But before I go into detail, I don't know if you guys know that for the Divine Matrix class, for everyone that is not a moderator, I am giving you an opportunity to pay that over 4 installments. And for those that are my moderators, I am giving you an opportunity to pay it only over 2 installments, because you get 50% off. I'm going back to giving 50% off for my moderators. So you'll only pay an installment of $199.99 and then the other portion. Okay. But I have meditated, I've mulled over it, I've chewed over it. There's no sense of you guys not being able to take advantage of this Divine Matrix class. I hear so many of you talk about you want to have the wisdom of Solomon, or some of you who want to have the wisdom of Queen Sheba. Let me tell you, baby, if you ever wanted to have the archangels or the angels to work for you and to bring you gold, silver, knowledge, okay? Because there are angel geniuses, or genius angels is what we call them. There's also angels that we call servitors, that just like you go to a restaurant and you take an order from the menu, they will go get whatever it is that you want. And I teach you how to do this in the Divine Matrix class. Let me tell you something. I've been doing classes for a while now, for over the last 3 years since I've opened up my channel. And there is no class, video, or recording like the Divine Matrix class. There is not, it does not exist. And I'm going to tell you for 2 reasons why. One, I didn't have all the knowledge that I have right now back then. And two, um, I just didn't know if you guys were ready. But it's not for me to judge, it's for you to judge. You are the ones that are competent enough to know when you're ready for something. Because let me tell you something, not everybody is going to be ready for the Divine Matrix class, because honestly, it puts you in your true Godship. Worries of the past, worrying about the future is exempt. In your Godship, you do not worry. You create. You are creator alongside source. You're creating your reality. I teach you how to use mind stuff, mind tricks, mind exercises to bring into your sphere of existence everything that you want. And let me tell you, I've been using it myself. and it is uberly amazing. You will never look at life the same. You cannot look at life the same because you cannot unsee what you are seeing. You cannot undo what you are doing. You will have myriads and thousands of angels at your every beck and call. Just like King Solomon, you don't have to light a candle. You don't have to have special oils. I would give you the sigils and I would give you the book of all books that will give you that power. And it's only $10 for the book. It's an ebook. And I've been working out of this book for a few days now. And the power and the miracles that have been happening for me and my children are just I I can't even begin to say it all. It has happened so fast. It's faster than any ritual I have ever done. You will have access to that. See what I'm saying? Um, Working with the angels, specifically working with the angels and the archangels and the angels of omnipotence. You know how it says that God is omnipotent and God is here, there, and everywhere. Well, so are the angels. I've already talked to you guys about this last week. And this is crazy because it's even before I bought the book. I did not know why God delayed me in the class, but I knew it was for a good reason because I've been working with Source for a very long time. It was because I needed to add this element into the class. Okay. If you want to be like Queen Sheba, if you want to be like King Solomon, this class is the class for you. It is the class of all classes. And like I said again, it's only $99 down. And it's 4 installments. And the 4 installments is, you know, each week. Okay. So you got 4 weeks to pay it off. And I'm just very happy and I'm grateful for those that have already signed up because you truly are a god and a goddess. And you're not a god or a goddess in the making. You truly have stepped in your power, in your autonomy, and what you're going to receive supersedes what you pay. The class itself is worth several thousands of dollars, you guys. All right. So I'm off of um my high horse rather. And let's go into this beautiful season. Okay. We got the full moon in Libra. This energy is about balance and finding balance. You guys, we are both light and we are both dark. Okay. It's so funny you said Anubis because when I was going through the cards, I seen his card in here, Anubis. Um, Let me get some light on the subject so I can see. Oh goodness, y'all. All right. The temple of Dendera is a shrine to the goddess Hathor, and her consort Horus is at Edfu Temple, where within the inner temple is a solar bar- barque or boat. Each year there was an immense festival with pilgrimages to and from both temples on the river Nile. The solar barque holding a statue of Horus as he traveled to meet his wife Hathor at Dendera so they could have a sacred marriage. Isn't that beautiful? I thought it was going to be something complex, but I didn't know it was going to be romantic. But I should have known because this is about sacred union. The door, this is the download I'm receiving. The door is open. for you to sail through your sacred union. The boat to sail through that door is open. So here's the channeled message from Horus. See my solar bouquet that carries me to my wife Hathor, so we may have many spiritual and sacred marriages. This was a union made in heaven. Your union that you are about to receive in the month of October is going to be a match made or a marriage made in heaven. This was a union made in heaven, and we wish you to have this union of body and spirit also. So, I am preparing the way. In ancient days, the priestesses worked constantly with energy prayers and spells to bring balance first to the temple and then balance and harmony to all of Egypt. How fitting. This is talking about balance. Okay, I got it. I received it, sis. Thank you. It's talking about balance, and this is Libra season, you guys. And Libra zodiac is all about finding balance with the scale. As you can see, there's a man and there's a woman goddess that are weighing the Libra scale that is on the screen. Okay. So this is what it's about. It's about the weighing of the scale for you and using alchemy. So dear one, I am even more than you write about me, for I existed countless years in human form. You know, we forget, you guys, these gods and these goddesses are real. And when I say they're real, I'm not saying they're real because they're god and goddesses. I'm saying they were people just like me and you. We are too gods and goddesses manifested in the flesh, just like these gods and goddesses were before they went into the afterlife. Don't lose sight of that. Keep that before you. Anytime you feel small, anytime you feel weak or overpowered, know that you are God and goddess manifested in the flesh. I was an alchemist, and together with Tahuti, I knew the secrets of entering the halls of Amenti. The halls of Amenti, you guys, is the Akashic records, by the way, for healing and rejuvenation. Call on me for trance healing. I've been doing a lot of trance healing, you guys. Like my angels have really um got me doing some things that I've never done. I next on my list have an invisible spell that I'm about to do. So I will teach you guys how to become invisible. It's not fiction. It's a reality. You can disappear where people can't see you. Okay? You'll learn that in the Divine Matrix class. I'm telling you, this is a no holds bar class. All right. So call on me for the trance healing, and I will be there for you always. So, for those of you in your finances, finances will improve for you. In the month of October, it says to devote time to the study and healing, hypnosis, and alchemy, or seek it as a treatment for yourself. Either you're going to be learning how to do this for others, or you're going to seek this treatment out for yourself, you guys. Hypnosis, healing and hypnosis for you. Love, seek your partner wisely and look for evidence of compassion and wisdom in their nature. Decide now if you want to step or stay with a present partner based on these qualities as well. So, what it's saying is that if you see these qualities in your current partner, these good qualities that a mate exhibits, then you should capitalize on it, stay with that person. But if not, You need to go to greener pastures. Travel. The Egypt, Greece. Oh, it says to go to Egypt, Greece, or Israel. It's recommended for a sacred journey and soul healing for you. Your soul reminds you of past lives there in these countries. So some of you lived in Greece, Israel, or Egypt, and I'm even getting that some of you lived in all three. It's going to be very few that lived in all three, but there is a good chance that one of these three you definitely lived before and you need to go visit it. So whatever is calling out to you, all right, whatever you feel more drawn to. Out of all three of these, I feel more drawn to Egypt than even Israel, but Israel is still on my bucket list. As far as your health is concerned, it says healing is possible using essential oils, energy healing, and hypnosis. So practice self hypnosis for stress management. So some of you need to learn how to do self hypnosis to hypnotize yourself and to heal yourself. I'm using self hypnosis for something totally different. Okay. But you need to learn this because not only is it going to bring you money, but it's going to bring you money and it's going to be beneficial for some of your illnesses. I feel that you're going to get insight on some illnesses that are laying dormant in your body that the doctors have not discovered, but you're going to discover it and you're going to be able to heal it and rectify it. Okay. All right, Dana. So what's on you, girlfriend? I would have probably did like a couple of cards, but for the sake of time, I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna get right into it because I did receive your payment. And let's see what God and goddesses you're gonna be working with. Hold on, let me put my phone down so I can shuffle a little bit. And I'm gonna pull a total of 3 cards for you. Um, just to see what October is going to hold for you. I might do this again tomorrow. Oh, you got the scarab, and this is so unique because I wear a scarab necklace for protection as a form of protection. But this scarab is about spiritual transformation for you. That is the energy, the ancient Egyptian energy or element that you're going to be working with for the month of October. Wow. And you know what? The card number that's on here is your mother's life path number, number 33. Wow. That to me is a message within itself. That number 33 is on this card. Spiritual transformation. Kepera is the Lord of becoming. So Kepera, Khepera. Kepera. That is the Lord of becoming, the one who becomes. This is the form of Ra. So Kepra is another form of Ra, the god, the sun god. As the rising sun, the ancient Egyptian name for the sacred beetle, the scarab, is a symbol of transforming qualities of the sun. A scarab was placed over the heart of the deceased during mummification to ensure the spirit was liberated in the afterlife. Here's your channeled message: I am reborn and I come into being, hence I am Ra, the rising sun. Observe at first just a beetle or being of no awareness, and then you will see an emergence. Great change is occurring for you now as you awaken into higher consciousness and coming from the darkness into the light can only bring you joy. Divine intervention has occurred on your behalf, so thank me now by meditating upon my image for further transformation. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture and send you the card. because it's asking for you to meditate on this image for further protection. All right, let's go ahead and get your two other cards. What else, Spirit, does Dana need to focus on for the month of October that is going to bring her balance? That is going to bring miracles, clarity, joy, fulfillment. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important for you. So, what I'm gathering from your card is to stay focused on your focus. Do not leave your path. Number 35, okay? Number 8 in numerology. 8 is about power. Don't lose your power in the season of October. Stay in your power, okay? The wisdom of the wolf, which is your spirit animal that's coming to you, is to adapt to life circumstances without losing sight of what is important or straying from the path of their own vision. Trust your instincts, your inner strength and guidance. Safeguard your vision by establishing clear boundaries, defending your territory, and never giving others the power to unsettle you. Trust your intuition and never let anyone take that away from you. You have drawn this card because your forebears, your ancestors are calling to you. It is time to rediscover your visions. Shamans and druids once wore the skin of the wolf as a sign of their great spiritual powers, leadership, and inner strength. This mission to follow your vision with inner strength now falls to you in order for you to achieve truly great things. You will need courage for the path ahead, and you will be granted a higher perception. Meditate upon it and open yourself to the light flowing toward you. You have the ability within you to expand your perception for the benefit of all living beings. Your essential oil to use is cypress to anoint your temples with and your third eye. Also, the emerald crystal is calling out to you. And then remember, I told you number 35 was number 8. That's your number 8. Okay. And let me get your last card, which is going to be a tarot card. Let's see what energy of tarot you're going to be in for the month of October. Girl, if you don't find my book for this, get my book. Thank you. My daughter was using my tarot cards. She always used my tarot cards. I'm like, girl, if you don't use your own, I done bought her own tarot cards. She'd be like, I don't want my tarot cards. I like your tarot cards. No, you better use your own. That's why I bought them for you. Talking about you like to use mine. All right, let's get this last card for you, Dana. It just flew out. Girl, you got the magician. Okay, so it says the mage, but in this deck, the mage is magician. You're gonna have to do magic. You're gonna have to work your magic. You're an alchemist. So I'm hearing that you're gonna be Hold on. My bad. I'm hearing that you're going to be doing a lot of magic, a lot of alchemy in the month of October. Okay. Your mom is always around. I thought she was gone. She's still hanging around, girl. She could still be I mean, she still could have transcended, but she's not letting go. She's like very overprotective of you. I'm feeling that. Mm-mm. She's like, no, I'm gonna make sure I'm keeping an eye on her. And that she is. All right. I want to read to you from the book why you got the musician, which is the mage. And you got it in an upright position. I don't like when they give you these long, drawn out reasons for why they made the design and created what they did. So I'm going to intuitively just read the first portion, um, because he talks about the reason why he chose the design for this card is because the mage has gathered his materials before him, symbols of the four elements as represented by the cup, the sword, the disc, and the wands. Thus, in a way that the mage is also the first card of each of the four suits. As in him, we see the combined spark of the four aces and harmonious unity. So it's basically saying that you're going to take with this energy using all four elements, and you're going to use this as a platform or a foundation for your work. The mage arcana begins in earnest with the mage card of infinite potential and promise. So there's going to be infinite, not info, infinite potential for you and promise. Not a promise from God or the angels or the universe, but a promise from you to you to fulfill your legacy and your dreams come true. The mage represents will, the will to create, the will to succeed, and the will to make a change in your life for the better. And this it is truly the universal first step. The mage sees the world as it is and makes a choice to act. The magic he wills has no form yet, only possibility. There is no arcane trick to what he does, and his arts are known to all of us if we choose to use them. To create magic means no more than the effect, the world around you, to create meaning where there was none. We create magic through our internal beliefs and through our connections with others. We create magic with our minds and with our hands. This is something because I'm being taught very, very closely, like on a daily basis. I'm being taught by the angels about magic. And one thing that they told me, one, if you do magic and it don't work, because sometimes that happens because we just don't know. Sometimes God has a greater outcome than what we thought. Don't redo the magic. Don't do it. If it didn't work the first time, chances are it's not going to work the second time because obviously God circumvented or intervened, or the universe circumvented or intervened for whatever reason. So that's one thing that I teach you also in the Divine Matrix class. You only need to do magic one time. Okay. Now, me personally, I burn and I do an Archangel Michael attunement once a week because I have to, because I work with several thousands of people, and that's a lot of energy. So I do that to keep myself cleansed, to cut cords, to pull thought forms off of me, energetic hooks or imprints, etc. But I'm talking about like if you're doing love magic or if you're doing money magic, your magic should be powerful enough that once you do it one time, you don't need to do it anymore. If you find yourself having to repeat rituals, it is because you have not stepped truly into your power and you are not doing the right magic. Okay? I know. I already know. I believe you. Dana. I know. Yes, girl. Yes, 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 yes. And the thing is, now, since you're not gonna have an income, you really gonna have to do money rituals to pull your money in. That's how I pull my money in. I don't have a job according to the standard of most people of having a job. As a matter of fact, I had a friend of mine who's a billionaire tell me um, that what I do really is not considered a living. So I made a post that people suck dick for a living, and nobody's telling them that they're not making a living because obviously they are. I'm serving people. I'm helping people transform their lives. I have the greatest work on the planet. And I'm gonna not let someone because of their title or their, acumen tell me that what I do is not real or it's not a real job. It is. I get paid very handsomely for what I do. But that's it. Work your magic, girl. Yes, I'm gonna call you too. I'm gonna call you when this live is over. And unless you want me to call you tomorrow, that's fine. Oh, that's right. We're talking tomorrow. That's right. Nope. Yep, you're right. We are talking tomorrow. We already got an appointment. Yep, Dana. Of course, and that's the thing. I'm keeping it real. I mean, to each his own. That's what most people decide to do. I chose not to suck dick for a living, obviously. And I love helping people. I love help transforming people's lives. It's amazing for me when I have someone comes to me and they have a generational curse on them and they've not had luck in love. All their lovers failed them or abused them or did harm to them in some type of way, whether it be physically, emotionally, or spiritually. And I break those chains for them and they enter into unions where they're sacred unions and partnerships and they become pregnant and they find the love of their life all because I help them change the trajectory. I help them to break the change of those vicious loops and cycles that once plagued them. And not only them, their whole family. I don't know of any work that's greater than that, you know? Exactly. Exactly, Dana. That is so freaking true what you just said. I mean, it's sad, but at the end of the day, the matrix is going to be broken. We are the ones I feel like created this matrix. Like we created this matrix to see if we can get out of the matrix. If we have developed enough skill sets, enough spirituality, enough knowledge, enough wisdom to apply it to break it. And that's the whole intent and purpose of why I did the divine matrix because I want to help people to escape the matrix. I do. Because that's why we're here. We're here to transform and we're here to evolve. You can't evolve without breaking out of the matrix. You can't evolve being poor. You have to have money. It takes money. Okay? Money is not filthy lucre or, it's not a sin to have money. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. I'm doing my very best to be used as a vessel from the creator to help people to live better lives for themselves. And as a byproduct of me doing that, I've even had the opportunity and I've been afforded the opportunity to live a better life too. When I first started my YouTube channel, I had money, but I was still struggling. I didn't have financial freedom. And there's a difference of having money and having financial freedom because I know a lot of people that are millionaires that are still struggling with money and they're not financially free. To me, that's the whole intent and purpose of having the damn money. Why would I have money and not be free? Why would I still be enslaved by it? And that's what I teach you in this class is it's not about the money, it's about wealth, it's about riches, it's about abundance, and money will come to you if you're already in that frequency. Okay? Bills are already paid. Your needs are already met. This is high level living, you guys. You entering into rooms that most people can't even get into. High level living. You having conversations with people and interviews with people that most people are dying to get in contact with or just being acknowledged by that person, let alone sitting there for a whole hour or however long the interview was for, letting that person interview. I had an opportunity to be interviewed by one of my mentors who's Billy Carson. Billy Carson is a very powerful man, very knowledgeable. Okay. Um, and this is something that I wanted to share with you guys as well. You don't know what most of these leaders, these sages, these gurus been through to get to where they are. I was listening to one of his broadcasts a couple of nights ago, and he said that they were so poor. His father, I think it was five children, it was five of them. Their father, they were so poor that when they went to the grocery store, he got canned goods and he would dent the canned goods because they give you like maybe 80% off of the canned good if it was dented, and he would dent all the cans so they can get 80% off just so he can feed his kids. I remember he said, Billy Carson said that he used to eat crackers, matzo crackers with syrup. That's how poor they was. And he made a promise to himself that he would never subject his kids to what he had been subjected to. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was raised in the suburbs. My mother worked at the education center, and my stepfather was a foreman in construction making $50 an hour. I came from a really good home. We weren't rich, but we damn sure weren't poor. Okay. In the 80s and 90s, we were considered middle class. Okay. I came from a middle class home. And even though I came from a middle class home, my mother didn't spoil me. Like the first pair of Nikes I ever got, my children's father bought for me. My school clothes, my children's father bought for me because I got pregnant at an early age. The first time I ever had sex, I got pregnant. My mother didn't buy me that stuff. My mother had the money too, but she didn't buy it. Okay. So, although I didn't come from a poor home, I came from a home where money was restricted, even though there was a whole lot of money in the home. And I always told myself that when I had my children, I would get them whatever the hell they wanted. Why restrict them if you have the money? It doesn't make sense. And hindsight being 2020, looking back on that, I kind of wish I would have restricted my kids the way that my mom restricted me because they probably would be more grateful. But then again, I just wanted to make sure that my kids had better than what I had. And that's the whole purpose of why I moved to where I'm at now. It's like a paradise compared to where we came from. My daughter was just talking about it today, how much trash was in our city. Everywhere that we went, there was trash. We walk a lot. I walk every day with my kids. And there's hardly any trash on the ground. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, Dana. The key factor that you just made is the mindset. Poverty is not your pockets, you guys. It's not what's in your pockets. Poverty is in the mind. And the first thing that I learned from Billy Carson is woke doesn't mean broke. Just to be, higher conscious don't mean that you got to be poor. Religion teaches you that a rich man can't get into the kingdom of God. That a camel has a better chance of going through an eye of a needle before a rich man can get into heaven. They cast lots for Jesus' clothes or his robe. They cast lots for it. Why in the hell would they cast lots for something that was not of value? Jesus was buried in a tomb. Okay. My father buried him in this tomb. People that were rich only were, privileged to be buried in tombs. Now, Jesus himself may not have been rich, but he had resources. That's what made him rich, you guys. It's not one thing that I have learned, being rich is not about what you hold in your bank account. Being rich is your resources. Donald Trump is rich, not because he's a billionaire, but because if he lost it all tomorrow, he can get it back the next day because he has resources. He has friends that would give him $1 billion to get back on his feet. Sam Walton, he wasn't rich. Walmart started in his garage, you guys. One day, one of his rich friends gave him money so he can expand, and now Walmart's everywhere. That was resourceful. He used his resources. His friend was his resource. Almost every person that's a millionaire or a billionaire, and I've sat and I've talked to a lot of people that have a lot of money, they all have had somebody sit there and mentor them and help them. If they didn't give them the money, they led them to the money. Okay? People that are rich are people that have access to resources and that have knowledge that we don't have. And they apply the knowledge, they use it, and they become millionaires and billionaires because whoever was in their life didn't gatekeep. They shared it. And they probably made contribution. They probably contribute because they believed in that person. So just hearing stories of how people started off with low means or hardly no means or little means at all. And, you know, Billy Carson has Cartier watches and Rolexes and, Bentleys. Matter of fact, he got two Bentleys. As a matter of fact, he's giving one of his Bentleys away. He gives a car away every year. And these cars are not mediocre cars. These cars are all over 100,000 and up. I think his Bentley is 300,000 that he's given away. It's his most expensive car he's ever given away. He's very proud about it. All because what? Because he went to workshops. He paid for books. He did the work and now he's applying it. And I've actually have been to about four of his seminars. I paid for four and I'm about to probably pay for number five. I'm saying I'm about to because, I have some of this knowledge that he's about to give away. I already have privilege to this information. So it's kind of gonna be like a regurgitation of what I already know, but it's Billy Carson. So even if I've heard it 1,000 times, I'm not gonna hear it the way he's gonna present it because anyone who has listened to this man knows that he delivers in a very profound way. So I may contribute. It's only $44. It's not like the other ones where I paid 200. But I would, even if he did charge that, I would pay it. You know why? Because it pays for me to invest in me. And it wasn't until I started investing in myself and learning from others that I evolved. Just like with Dolores Cannon, I paid $1,000 to become a quantum healing hypnosis technique regressionist. I never hypnotized nobody in my life, and now I hypnotize people all the time because I paid for it. I used to say I was a past life regressionist until I started having people come to me and we would be on current lives, like in this life. We would even go to the future and see things that were going to happen in the future. And I'm like, should I call myself a past life regressionist or should I call myself an all life regressionist? All lives. But it was worth the investment, you guys. So do whatever you have to do financially for yourself without hurting yourselves to invest in you in a profound way that's not only going to change your life, but also that's going to change others. Because working with the angels, one thing that I've learned is they are so dedicated to humanity. And when you're doing something to help yourself, they will help you, but they go above and beyond and even out of their way when you're helping other people. Like a lot of the rituals that I've done, and a lot of the reason why some of my prayers have been answered like within 30 minutes instead of 30 days is because I've been doing things to help other people and not just myself. I've been very selfless. And I love that because when you're helping other people, it actually is the um, purpose of why they're here is to help humanity, not just you. And I will teach you how to work with these angels in such a way that you can bring anything to your life that you want. They even have a ritual for marriage. And I will warn you, these things happen very quickly because you're not doing a ritual by yourself, but you're imploring angels to help work it for you, which they can get it done in a fraction of time. Like they go to other angels and communicate to other angels, and then they do the work, and then other angels help them work on it. So you have like a whole spiritual team that's backing you on the ritual, which is being done in God's speed. Like, God, I don't even know how to even say this, but I love myself. I do. I love myself for allowing myself to be exposed to this type of information. Yes, Dana. And here's the thing. I hypnosed them for a past life reading. They took themselves to the future. I even got some on recording. If I can find um her recording, I'll play it for you guys on YouTube because she already gave me permission to share it. She went on like two of her future missions in the future. And she already knows that she's gonna have kids. She already knows she's gonna be married, her husband name, what he looks like, all of that. You guys, we truly are multidimensional beings. We are. We've been lied to. If you only knew your power or your powers, what I'm saying to you, won't even shock you. The fact that you can be invisible, that's not even a it's crazy because I'm a part of like multiple groups, you guys. But one of the groups that I'm in, they were talking about a ritual and they were asking everybody, did they know how to do the invincible ritual with the cloud? And I'm like, what? I didn't even know what they was talking about. And at the time I wasn't even interested. But I did a ritual working with one of the ancient Egyptians. And actually it's Isis' father. I started working with him and like within 30 minutes I got a big lump sum of money. And after I completed that ritual, because it's a 3-day ritual, the next freaking spell in the book is invincible. How to become invincible. I kid you not. And they weren't even talking about this book. They was talking about another book. They recommend all different types of spell books that work fast. Because of course we're impatient and we want things to work like now, now, and now. We don't want to wait, right? So with that being said, I will give you the name of the book that will help you to work with these ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses to help shape your reality. You can use these spells with the spells with the angels. It heightens the spells with the angels if you use another ritual on top of it. Like, I will literally help you to become Solomon or Queen Sheba. Okay. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this story in the Bible, but King Solomon was so enamored with Queen Sheba. If he knock on the door, he gonna stay out because I just gave him the key. Did you hear it? Like a thump. Okay. Um. Anyway, that according to our money in our day, he gave her over $2 billion for the information that she shared with him because he didn't have that knowledge. He didn't have that information. And I noticed that after Queen Sheba visited Solomon, Solomon became a very wealthy man, even more wealthier than what he was. And I'm pretty sure he she gave him access to the same information that I'm going to give to you that has been written in text. The angels' names have been written in ancient texts that are old texts, 2,000, 15,000 years ago. I will give you the correct spelling and pronunciations of these angels' names, and you'll work with them. I've been working with the angels ever since I was a little girl, but I've really been working with them like on a daily basis now with magic. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys know this story or not. I have shared it, but I don't know which platform. But Michael the Archangel is the one that got me into doing magic because I was a victim of having someone put voodoo on me. No one would help me remove the voodoo. Everybody was scared because it was warlock magic. Okay. Now, there are some people that claim that they're from God. To me, I feel like this. If I'm highly protected and I'm anointed, why would I be scared of any form of magic? It could be Satan himself to put the magic on me. I'm not going to be scared. For what? So I wasn't afraid. I just wanted the motherfucking magic removed from me. So I went around. Nobody would help me. So finally, I just cried. I broke out and I cried to God, to Michael, to anybody who was fucking listening, because I was at my wits' end. And I was like, how in the hell do I get this off of me? How am I a child of God and have this on me anyway? That was what was mind boggling to me. And I seen that sword fly across my room. I remember like it was yesterday. And Michael gave me a sword and he told me to use it. And he told me what candle to use, what herbs to use, what oil to use. And I removed that black magic off me. And I've been doing rituals and spells ever since. I ain't stopped. So And that's why my spells work because I don't just sit and open up a book and just chant and invocate spirits. No. If it's not an angel, I normally don't work with them. I just started working with the Egyptian gods and goddesses like a couple of months ago, and I love the results. I wish I would have worked with them a long time ago. All right, you guys, I have come to the conclusion of this reading and this live reading. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your participation, your comments, your positive vibes and energy. You guys, October is going to be a win win for all of us. I feel it. It's also the harvest month, and I think the harvest moon comes in October too. Why you use my olive oil for your hair? I know. Have you been using that olive oil every day? I want to use the Indian oil. I think that's also why my hair has been growing really fast too, because I started using that. Yeah, I've been using that again. All right, you guys, love you so much. You're welcome. Namaste.